Welcome to the Farm Stand Kitchen. My name is Rebecca. Today in the Farm Stand Kitchen, we're making pumpkin pull-apart bread. This one's been out of the oven not too long. I'm able to handle it, but that is what we're making. It's so delicious. It's so easy. This would be something you might want to make anytime actually, but there's a holiday coming up. It would be good to throw it in the oven for breakfast, for brunch. I think you're going to love this recipe because it's easy. So let's go ahead and get started. So what I have right here is the honey butter Grand's biscuits. The honey butter. Now I've made it with this. I've made it with all kinds, but I really like the honey butter one. So that's what I'm using right here. So this is what I've done right here with these biscuits. And you just want to separate them out. I kept two here so you could kind of see what I'm doing here. So you just separate them out into 3 pieces because you're gonna put some pumpkin and cinnamon and sugar on these. And it's okay if they don't come apart perfectly. It's perfectly fine. It's gonna work for you. So I just like to lay them out on the wax paper. So let's just go with this. So that's what you want to do. This is the way I do it. So then I have cinnamon and sugar. Cinnamon and sugar ratio is always 1 part cinnamon to 2 parts sugar. That's what I have here in the shaker. So we're just going to go ahead and hit these with some cinnamon and sugar. We're using our Saigon cinnamon today with sugar. That would be this one here. We saw this on our website in our premium spices. So we have Saigon cinnamon and sugar. Okay. All right, let's talk about what I have here. So I made the homemade pumpkin puree. You guys seen this on the page a couple days ago. I roasted a pumpkin, and what I did is I just pureed it after I roasted it, and I added 1 teaspoon of the pumpkin pie spice. That's what this is here. Now, if you don't have the fresh roasted pumpkin, you can just get a can of pumpkin and you can just add the pumpkin pie spice to it. To 1 can, 1 teaspoon pumpkin pie spice. So that's what I have here. So let's go ahead and get started with this. This is just a regular loaf pan. We're going to go ahead and spray it. Just like that. All right. I'll scoot that there, Dave, so you can see this a little better. All right, we're going to take our pumpkin mixture. You're going to put about 1 tablespoon on these here. And you want to just stack them. Just like that. Put another one. I like to handle them about 4 at a time before I put them in the pan there. So that's what you do. We'll just get our pan over here. And you just start putting them right in the pan, just like that. Let's do a couple more. Okay, I think you get the idea there. So you just keep doing that till you use them all up. And you just stack them into your loaf pan just like that. And you can smoosh them a little bit to make sure they all fit in there. So that is what you do. And then once you get them all in the pan, you just take 2 tablespoons of melted butter and you just pour it over the whole entire thing is what you do. Just pour it right on there. And then you're ready to bake it. And I'm going to set this one aside so you can just kind of see. You want a 350 oven and you want to bake it for 40 minutes. And this is what it turns out looking like. Just like that. So we're going to put it on this plate here. And we're going to make a little icing. So it just comes right out. And see what you can do here. You just pull it apart and you can just take a piece. See, look at that. So delicious. I love it. Let's make a little icing for this. So what I have here is just a 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. And we are going to just put a little apple cider in this. It's cider season and I love it to make it like this. And just start with a little and just make a glaze. That there was about one tablespoon. So just put a little bit more. It's pretty close to 2 tablespoons to a half a cup of powdered sugar. So when you take this out of the oven and put it on the plate like this, you just want it to cool down to like room temperature. You still want it to be warm because it's delicious warm. Dave and I had one of these yesterday and we're like, oh man, we're just going to keep eating it. It's a good thing Ashley showed up.
You liked it.
Yeah, everybody likes it. Okay, so see, you just make a simple powdered sugar glaze with apple cider. This is just apple cider that I was using here. So then you just, all you do is just ice it. I just started running stream, and then you just put your icing on top. Then you pull it apart, and you eat it, and you drink it with some delicious coffee. It's so good. This is Dave's favorite part, the extra sugar.
Yeah, the icing.
We'll just finish up here. There we go. So easy, so delicious. I think you're going to enjoy this recipe. If you'd like more of our delicious recipes, we have cookbooks on our website. You can just head over to TheFarmStandKitchen.com. Grab yourself some cookbooks because it's the best price of the season. Enjoy.